Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, got a little different car, not one of mine, but the same as one of mine. So I have a brand new 2025 GR Corolla, and so we're gonna do the break-in oil change on it. And this is the first time that the owner, James, say hi, James. So first time that he's having the oil change, so we're gonna go ahead and do a break-in change for it. And he's got some Mobile 0W20 for it and a Toyota filter. And so we're gonna go ahead and make quick work of this and get him on his way. So I've already dropped the access cover on the bottom of it, and we'll get under there and we will start draining some oil. So, because what I do is I kind of smack it. No, I'm tightening it. You're tightening it.
Of course I was.
There you go. So once I break it loose like that, then I'll just use my hand and then make sure the pan is underneath. Over. Yeah, because it'll squirt backwards. There you go. So I keep pressure on it, and then once I know it's unthreaded, then I kind of pull it out of the way. Like, there you go. Perfect. Yeah.
So I got some right here, man.
Yeah, that's okay. It splatters a little bit. I just wipe it up later.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, it kind of depends on how it hits the pan. Beautiful. Listen to it. Glug, 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 glug. You see what I'm talking about, though? The angle of the yeah, there you go. Try to.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. So I try to get it so it hits the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it doesn't make
such a beautiful mess.
Yeah, quite. So it's pissing on the other end.
Oh shit.
Nothing that a rag and some simple green didn't wipe up. So you just want to get it, slide it on, and this is the factory one, so it might be. Oh, is it moving?
Yeah, it's moving.
Oh, good. Okay. Sometimes those factory ones can be a pain, and once it starts dripping,
yeah,
then I'll let it start to drip, and by then usually you can see there's still pressure though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they did have it cranked down pretty good.
Now it's okay.
Yep. See, there we go.
So now I can just
now you can probably turn it by hand.
Yeah.
So then exactly, I slide that off. I'll take that. So then you can loosen it just a little bit more if you want.
Yeah.
And I try to so it's not quite as messy.
Do it slow.
Yeah, I let it drain out while it's still hooked on. And it's interesting because of the way the air flows, that when you first do it, it flows out of the drain plug a little faster too. So, yeah.
Woo! Sorry about that.
That's okay. So, yeah. That's why I try to let as much as I can out of there, because it's always.
Yeah, I pulled it out pretty fast.
It always wants to do that spark. So then just set it down, face down. There you go. And then it'll drain the rest out of there. So now it's not a problem with Toyota oil filters. But if you ever use an aftermarket filter, make sure that you look and the gasket doesn't stay on.
Okay.
Because aftermarket ones aren't crimped in like they are on Toyota.
Okay.
So
this gasket, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of pressed into a groove. So
okay.
I've never seen a Toyota one come off. So think of it as a little more than half a circle.
Guess it's still worth a while to check every single time, right? Just
yes,
to make sure.
Get in the habit. I did it once many years ago. It was one of the first times I was doing it, and my filter was an aftermarket one, and it stayed on there. And I changed it, and I was leaving the house, and about a quarter mile down the road, the oil pressure light came on. I was like, what the heck? So, yep.
Makes your stomach turn. You're like, oh,
yeah.
What I do?
And I've never done it since.
Yeah, right on.
You only have to do it once.
Yep. That's all it takes.
So no, so what you want to do is you just kind of line it up, you know, with it, and then tilt it, and then start screwing right away, and then you should be. And usually, I don't lose very much, and you didn't. So, because it's pretty easy to get it started, threading it. So when you pre-fill it, I notice I've checked and actually compared the difference, and I build oil pressure much quicker with this. Now, it is true, your engine, you know, you drove it over here, so there's still an oil film, you know, on all the parts, because it hasn't been sitting very long. But I still, it's never going to hurt to pre-fill it.
Right.
And so, and then I just do it as tight as I can by hand. Yep. There you go. You should be golden.
Beautiful.
We won't put this on yet because we'll check it. We'll have you start it and then make sure, and then you can wipe off any oil if it's around the bottom of it there, you know, from the filter.
Okay.
So, from it leaking when it spun it on. So, and then
Drain plug?
Drain plug.
Back here, right?
Yep. So, and you still have the wrench over there. There it is. So, and with the wrench, you just want to snug it down. You're not trying to
This way?
tighten it. So, yep, just like that. So I'm gonna pull it toward you. There you go. Make it nice and snug, and that's good. Yep. I can tell just by the pressure you're putting on it. Yep. So something's dripping over here. So is there some oil that spilled somewhere?
Over here.
Yeah. So just go ahead and wipe that off with a rag. Okay. Anywhere that oil dripped from draining it, then I always.
Let me look for the other part to see if there's anything else.
This is nice because it's a pretty simple car to do oil changes on.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice not having to take out the whole belly tray.
Thank God.
Since it's just got that cover.
Who knows if I wouldn't have purchased this car if it was that difficult.
So,
I heard it was simple.
Yep, and that it is. So we're done under here except for the cover, which we'll do once we make sure we don't have any problem. Okay. Yeah, so all you need to do is get a couple turns on it, and then you can use the ratchet to zip them in. There you go. Once it's in there, so here's the ratchet if you want to use it.
You got it here already.
Here, I'll help you. Beautiful. Yeah, so like I said, this edge is the only one that goes in. If you notice, all the other edge is on the outside.
Yeah.
So it just kind of helps stick it where it's supposed to be. Matches the shape. Yep.
Just push the trigger there?
Yep, just pull the little handle and... and you'll feel it kind of cinch up. There you go. There you go. It's a low torque one, so it's great for stuff like this.
The tool specifically?
The tool specifically is low torque, yeah. So it's only a maximum of, I think, 20-something foot-pounds.
Okay.
So I have a higher torque one also, but for stuff like this is great. Because it's enough you can cinch it, and you go, okay, that's good.
Yeah. You're not going to wreck it.
Yeah, but if you need to tighten it a little bit more than what that is, you can just turn it like a regular ratchet. So that's cool too. So sometimes something will be too tight for me to break loose.
Yep,
there you go. And I can break it loose.
Yeah.
And then so I'll just go crack and then yeah, so it works really well. All right. James had his first oil change now. And he is off the ramps and ready to roll. So, and mine's to your right there. So there you go, straight back into your golden.